Everybody, it is raining. I've just reached home, but the rain is too heavy that if I just walk up, it's going to just drench me. I think I'm gonna let it settle down, and I know that my voice would be affected by the raindrops hitting upon my roof of the car, the roof of my car. But I'm just going to use my Insta360 Studio software on my laptop, because I found out that not only it can reduce the noise level on any Insta360 videos, but also if you plug in an MP4 video like the one that is going to be resulted out from my phone, it also can the function of the noise reduction can also be utilized on MP4 videos. So I'm just going to do that. So maybe as a comparison, until now, until about, okay, let's count about 10 seconds, right? And until 10 seconds from now, I'm just going to leave the video. Lightning. I'm just going to leave the video without any noise reduction function from the Insta360 Studio. 10 seconds from now. So, starting from now, I'm going to edit this MP4 video using the noise reduction function of the Insta360 Studio software, right? And we're going to see the comparison of the noise reduction and how well does it perform to cut off the noise from the raindrops hitting upon the roof of my car and the windshield. Right. So the topic of today is I thought like I'm going to ask you guys, have you ever been sad before? But I think it is not a question anymore. Everybody definitely will surely feel some sadness in certain period of their life at a certain point. But I'm just going to say out the conclusion of today's video, which is you are not as sad as you are feeling actually. Now, what I mean is, let's take an example, right? If we lose somebody that we love, and the sadness come because and due to the fact that we are not going to see them again, if it in a matter of death itself. But if it's when you lose someone permanently, by time you will figure out how to deal with the feeling of missing that person, right? But imagine actually what is happening that makes you feel sadder, much sadder than you are supposed to feel, is because you are looking at yourself from a third party perspective. Like for instance, there is a sad drama or movie on the TV. That is if we are talking about TV, right? I'm going to talk about the real life after this. If you're watching TV, now a mother lost her baby due to some sickness or tragedy, and you'll find out that she is not really showing sadness or grief, but you yourself watching the drama or movie does feel sadder, much sad than the mother herself. And so now let's talk about real life. When you see an orphan and it's close to the Eid, Hari Raya, which is celebrated here in this part of the world, Malaysia especially, and Singapore, Indonesia. And uh, when you see them, uh, they are just sitting there, minding their own business. Of course, at some period of their time, their past years, they are suffering sadness because they have lost their parents. But then after some years, they have settled down. They are like, okay, I have to live alone and be independent. But the sadness, of course, they will, no doubt, at the middle of the night when everything is quiet. Um, if they did met their parents before they pass away, of course, that sadness will come once in a while. But you yourself, watching the orphan sitting there when it's like around 5 days to Hari Raya, the Eid, you yourself can cry for that orphan. But actually, the orphan has already been used to the fact that they have lost their parents and life goes on. So by saying that, that is why I'm saying most of the time we are sad because we feel much sadder than we are supposed to feel because we are looking at ourselves from a different view, from a third party perspective. Like somebody is watching me on TV losing somebody that is precious to me. I mean, if that do so happen, um, like for instance, okay, let's talk about my personal experience. Right, I'm a father. I don't know whether I should talk about it, but this is quite personal. But okay, anyway, I'm just gonna talk about this. A father, I've been struggling during some period of my time bringing up my son, and went into a financial problem. Uh, I can say it was caused by a middle age crisis, and I cannot find a job, and I have to do lots of difficult jobs that I have to do in order to get some salary at the end of the month to survive the family. And so it is sad. It is sad when when they grow up. When my son grow up, he tends to take his own path to judge his life, to the destination of his life, and by doing that, I know when our children has grown up, they have their own interests, um, their love upon us. They still love us, but they don't like they really tend to um, care about themselves more than they care about us. So I, as a father who has been struggling to survive the family, I feel sad, I feel tired, but I'm not crying. I was not crying. But when I look at myself from my outer body experience, like I'm literally, not literally, but like fictionally taking myself out of my body and looking at myself struggling to do odd jobs to survive the family, the the myself that is on the outer body of me was crying heavily. You see what I mean? I am not, I myself, the real me is not crying as much because I know it's a commitment, it's my responsibility to take care of my family and to thrive them, survive them. But the outer body me looking at me was crying like hell. So, you see, actually you are not as sad as you think you are. Uh, just be yourself. Don't go outside of your body and look at yourself. You know, in a way, I'm just in a way I'm saying that don't look at yourself on in the mirror. You will feel sadder than you are supposed to do. Actually, sadness is a short period of time when you have to take it. Um, because you cannot avoid it. We are human, we feel sad, but the level of sadness shouldn't be suffering you even more. Life has to go on. If you feel so sad and it takes a longer time because you are looking at yourself from a third party view perspective, you are not going to uh, cure yourself from the sadness as fast as you should, and it may affect your job, your um, friendship, your social mingling among your community, and you tend to stay on your own, and that is why you are going to be going worsening and worsening in your life, and it's going to take longer time to climb back up to be a happy person and a productive person, because only happy people can be productive, right? So that's it for today. That's my point. And wow, talk about, look at the timing, right? When I've finished with my mumbling today, the rain has reduced by more than half. So it's time for me to leave and climb up my home, and have a rest, because tomorrow is another day. So thank you for joining me, and yeah, I hope that you will be back to listen more about my mumbling about life. This is what I think about life. I know I'm strange, but I do have a point to say. Many points coming soon. Okay, with that, I greet you farewell for today, and I will definitely see you tomorrow or the day after. Bye bye.